Oklahoma students are eligible to climb aboard a school bus. Inspections are supposed to ensure our kids' safety. 2 News investigator Marla Carter joins us with what those inspections include and who checks to see if they're done.
To make sure your kids are safe, a pre- and post-inspection for each school bus by each driver is required every day. Plus, an annual inspection by a certified mechanic is required for all school buses.
All those things are to be documented, and they're to be written down and kept on paper.
The 2 News investigators checked school bus safety inspection records for our area. We found only one violation: Okmulgee Public Schools. Turns out, Okmulgee was the only district in the state not in compliance with school bus inspection requirements.
Unfortunately, some of the paperwork wasn't kept, and the individual responsible for that has been removed from that position.
Todd Williams is certified to do school bus inspections. He's also Okmulgee Public School superintendent. He says his district was properly inspecting its buses. However,
we had no proof.
The only state oversight for school bus inspections happens during each spring's annual accreditation review. Workers check to see if schools are keeping proper records. As Brody Monk shops for school supplies, his dad Dwayne tells us he wants to know the bus that picks up his son each day is well maintained. He also believes school bus inspections should come with oversight.
I mean, there's always somebody a little lazy and didn't do the exact inspection and walk by it, and I think there should be a standard that they have to live up to, and I think the state should come and recheck to make sure each district is doing it right.
Check the coolant.
The state does not recheck school bus inspections to make sure it's done right. It just checks to see if districts have paperwork documenting inspections. By law, school bus drivers are required to check things like brake lights, windshield wipers, and turn signals daily to make sure no children get left on the bus. Those records must be kept for a minimum of 90 days. Each district is also required to get a comprehensive annual safety inspection of each bus by a certified mechanic and keep a record of it on file for 3 years.
We check the brakes where we have to remove a wheel, or we have to get up under the bus and look at the linkage and anything as far as the suspension and shocks concerned.
Big districts, like Tulsa Public Schools with more than 200 buses, have certified mechanics on staff. Small districts like Pretty Water often don't. It just has 4 buses.
I drive a bus almost every day.
Along with being Pretty Water's school superintendent, Jeff Taylor drives a school bus.
Here at our school, like most small schools, and so we have to send our school buses out to a certified mechanic to get those buses inspected.
That costs about $200 per bus. He feels fortunate there's now a certified mechanic nearby to inspect his buses. That hasn't always been the case. Some years, he's had to depend on larger school districts with certified mechanics to get his buses properly inspected, both to ensure the safety of his students and to have proper documentation on hand to prove his district is getting its buses safely checked. As Okmulgee's school buses hit the streets this year, it's making sure all buses have proper inspections and that all its records are kept as required so parents and accredited workers can be assured its school buses are safe. The State Board of Education does not collect school bus inspections right now, but does plan to start in the next year or so. In North Tulsa, Marla Carter, 2 News Works for You.
Thank you, Marla. Now, when the state does create its school bus inspection database, it will only contain records starting with that school year and go forward. It will not include past inspection records.